you're not going to think about how McDonald's does it and you're not doing it. Chick-fil-A does it to your children and you're not doing it. The car wash or wherever your children work, if you don't hire them, somebody else will. Number two, you are paying your children anyway. Most of us buy our children clothes. We're talking about your young children. Most of us buy our children clothes. We buy them shoes. We buy them school supplies. You buy them something to eat, PlayStation games, recreation. You're paying them anyway. You're just not paying them the way you should. I'm not talking about allowance. I'm talking about hire your children. Most of you guys don't realize this, but when you hire your children, you're teaching them how to build legacy wealth. There's a big difference, man, between you telling your child to go work at a fast food restaurant, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind, children working and having the experience, customer service, learning how to be a good team player, learning about, what is the word? Being subordinate and that kind of thing, having a manager. There's nothing wrong with those things. But when you hire your children, they start looking at you totally different, which brings us to number 4. Hiring your children gives you a sense of pride and it gives them a sense of pride. Now you guys are working a business together. There are a lot of reasons you need to hire your children. And I'm running out of time. I'm not going to keep you all night. I'm going to go ahead and roll out this special in a second, but I want you to see how to do it. This is why you need to hire your children. 1, somebody else will. 2, you already paying them. You need to hire them. 3, teach them how to build a legacy. And 4, it gives you a sense of pride. It gives them a sense of pride. Now, Brian, how is hiring my children helping me? Well, because one of the secrets to shifting your income and managing your money is keeping it in the same household. Here's a reality check for you. Everybody's first $12,100 is tax-free. Put that in your notes. Everybody's first $12,100 in this country is tax-free. It used to be $6,000. So every year they adjusted a little bit up and down. But your first $12,100 is tax-free. Now, let's do some quick math just between me and you and everybody watching on the webinar and there are more people watching on the replay. Let's do some quick math. If I give my son $1,000 a month, that's $12,000 a year. Everybody's first $12,100 is tax-free. So I just legally, ethically, and morally shifted $12,000 to my son. And now I lowered my taxable income by $12,000, even though the money's in the same house. But let's just use me. I'm just going to use my household. If I buy my son a PlayStation game, and it's these days, hell, I don't know, $89, right? $74. If I buy the game, I can't write that off because that's not what's considered reasonable and necessary for my business. But if I write him a check twice a month and take it out of that salary, the salary I gave him, which is less than $12,100, is written off and he's not taxed. So just letting you know, if you don't hire your children, somebody else will. What do you think McDonald's is doing, guys? They're writing off your children are a tax deduction to the corporation. So why don't you have a corporation that can tax deduct? Brian, I don't have $1,000 a month to give my child. That's you this, you that. Okay. Well, I don't care if you start with $50 a month. That's $600 in taxes that you lowered and saved because the clothes will come out of that. The shoes will come out of that. You got $50 a month because you're doing $50 a month when you feed them. Don't talk to me like I'm crazy now. Okay. I'm not handling the questions tonight, like how old can a child be and all of that. I'm giving you the idea tonight, and I'm gonna show you the continued education in a second so you can get these questions answered. So the first thing you need to do is determine their role in the business. So what my son does, my son is 15. He does not work at McDonald's. He doesn't work at Chick-fil-A. Nothing wrong